I know what you're thinking right now. Being a lawyer, nice car, nice suits, nice house, what can go wrong? But I'll tell you right now, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Let's go. What's up guys? Welcome back to this channel. My name is Denny and I've been a practicing lawyer for a couple of years now. You probably found this channel because you're interested in becoming a lawyer or entering law school. Law school and being a lawyer isn't always what it's cracked up to be. I know you're thinking, suits and all these big million-dollar cases, but 99% of the lawyers that are practicing right now, they're not doing that type of law. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 personal stories as to what sort of changed my lifestyle and my viewpoint and my practice areas and me being a lawyer as I am today. And the first story that I'm going to share with you today is the time that I was in law school. I was second year, I was an L2, and what happened was during the winter semester, my grandfather got deathly sick. I had to take him to the doctors. I had to sort of help him administer medication. He meant a lot to me because just growing up, he lived with me for his entire life. He pretty much raised me because my parents were working 2 jobs. Going back to the initial story is when he was sick, I realized that he was going to pass away very soon and I needed to cherish the moments and the times that I actually had to spend with him. That sort of led me to thinking what type of lawyer and what type of practice and what type of practice area and what type of law firm I actually wanted to be in. I knew for sure at that point in time is I didn't want to practice in a large to medium firm because those law firms will have billing hours and billing targets that you need to hit, whether that be 1,600 hours or 1,800 hours or 2,100 hours in a year. When you do the math and you break it down and those are the billable hours, you're going to be spending a lot of time at that law firm. I thought to myself, I entered into law because it was a passion and it's something I wanted to do. I wanted to help clients. I didn't want to push files for somebody else all the time. I didn't want to be just a cog in the machine. So I knew that I needed a good work-life balance, and that sort of led me into actually accepting a position at a smaller firm where I actually learned a lot more law at a very quick pace. But with that being said, I was able to set my own hours. I was able to meet my own clients. I was able to sort of dictate my own time. I knew that I wanted to practice in an area of law and I wanted to build a practice where I controlled my time and I wasn't giving my time to somebody else. You want to be able to be there for your loved ones. And I just knew that at a larger firm, I don't think I would have had that opportunity because I'd be either working on a file, be stuck in court, traveling somewhere. I don't think that would have been the lifestyle that I personally wanted for myself. And I know that when you're in law school and you're a student, all you want to do is get a job, just get in. And that's very valid and very fair. But as you practice, after 2 to 3 years, you're going to figure out very soon that you're going to want a good work-life balance because you might want to start a family, you might want to have kids, you might want to get married. Again, you might be burnt out within your profession. You're gonna have to eventually change it up. And the only way to change it up is you gotta figure out the balance between what you want in your life versus what you want in your work. And now for the second story is that time that I was articling. When you are articling at a firm, you get thrown to the fire. You get to do a number of different practice areas. My law firm sent me to do, corporate commercial work. I did real estate, I did wills and estates, I did litigation, I did family, I did the whole shebang. With that being said, you figure out really quickly that you don't have enough time to do all these different types of practice areas. You have to pick and choose your battles. For me, when I went to court, when I did litigation, when I prepared overnight for these applications, they just drained on me so much, especially the family law files where it'd be a husband and a wife, they're arguing about either spousal support or child support, whatever it might be, or division of assets. It gets really messy and it gets really hateful and bitter sometimes because of the situation that these individuals are in. It was my personal decision that I said I did not want to do litigation or family law because it just took so much of a toll on my body and me mentally. My advice for you guys is do as many as possible during your early years, and then the ones that you don't like, abandon them and then start focusing on the ones that you truly like and start building a practice. The earlier, the more exposure that you get to other practice areas, the quicker you can say, I want to specialize in these, and then build your practice and build a law firm or build a client base around those so you can have time for your loved ones in the future. And the third story I'm going to leave you off with today is when I was working at one law firm, culture is very important to me. What I mean by culture is who your senior lawyers are, who your assistants are, what type of vibe that your law firm is showing to your clients, and how collegial is your law firm to your juniors. I've worked at a law firm where it was essentially a toxic environment where the seniors felt very superior compared to their juniors, and the senior lawyer would say, well, I want to get to a capacity where I'm at 100%, and then any sort of spillover I will trickle down to you. When that that senior lawyer said that to me, I thought that was really weird, because how I see it is, wait a second, you want to fill your whole plate up to 100% and then you'll parcel off whatever you want to me? I thought to myself, if you're at 100% already, where is there time for you to train me and mentor me from the files that you gave to me? What I'm trying to say is, you want to be in a work environment that is very helpful, very collegial, and receptive to feedback, and also willing to provide you a form of mentorship. Now, mentorship is really important because during your first couple of years, you gotta know the practicality of law and you're gonna know law in the books, but practicing law is a completely different beast. It's a completely different nature, and you're going to need some sort of guidance when it comes to actually managing a file, managing clients, and just that work experience that you don't have at that point in time. There's a lot of ways that you can find this, and finding a good mentor and finding a good law firm that can help you and support you will be super beneficial to you in the future and for your career. On top of that, when you're selecting a law firm, it's not just the actual lawyers themselves, it's the entire law firm. And what I mean by the law firm is, it's the paralegals, it's the reception, it's everything, because at the end of the day, those lawyers, they will help you once in a while, but they're building their own practice, they're meeting their own clients. What actually helps you be very skilled as a lawyer are going to be those support networks. So the legal assistants that the lawyers are using, the receptionists that the law firm is using, they are your gatekeepers, and I guarantee you they know more than you, and they know everything that goes on in that office. They know how to practice law as good as lawyers. If you find a good legal assistant, they can help guide you, they can mold you into a lawyer that you want to be, because they're the ones that actually have more free time than the lawyers. They can actually donate their time and sit down with you and explain to you how the process works. Good mentorship is really important, and whether or not you are in a toxic environment, you need to be able to identify it and be able to get out of there quickly, because I can tell you right now from previous experience, if you are in a negative environment, a toxic environment, one day can feel like 1 week, 1 week can feel like a month can feel like a year, and it takes a toll on your body, it takes a toll on you mentally. So get out of that situation as quickly as you can. And with that being said, those are the 3 stories that I want to share with you today. My 3 personal experiences as to what sort of led me into my practice area, and sort of my motto, I think you could say, when it comes to treating clients and practicing and working with colleagues. I hope you guys found this very beneficial, because honestly, these are life experiences that I've had to go through. I know you guys are going to go through life experiences yourself, and please, if you guys have anything, please share down below in the comments what your personal experiences are, what sort of personal issues you might be going through that you want me to help address or help answer. Please give me a like, comment down below. If you really like this channel, please give me a subscribe. I am out. Peace.